Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Stratton Top Farm. So this week has been a funny one. There has been a storm, so there's a bit of damage here and there. Luckily none of the sheds got any damage, but a few trees did fall down, especially on Tom's land. Tom had a few trees down, so we headed down the farm with him, and we spent all morning cutting up trees. And I'll tell you a bit more about that later. I'm just going to go around the farm first. So as you can see, the 135 is still in the shed. We have our bales there. We're getting through them a bit. As you said, we were setting up bedding, so we used up a few bales. That was after cleaning out the sheds. So now the cows are in, most of them anyway. We still have a herd of cows still out. We're going to bring them in, and it'll be all in next week. We have our Land Rover 3 Series here. She's just parked in front of the stables. We have the Leyland 2100 sitting here in the shed. She's just parked up. We're not much work for her now, but she might get a bit more work. She is on the dye feeder, but we took her off the dye feeder as we had to move a few trailers with her. So we have the combine harvester still in this shed. As you can see in the glass there, you can see the top of the combine. That's what's in that shed. That is the grain store. We sold all the grain out of it, so it's a place to store it over winter. There's our clamp silage. We're getting through the silage pretty nifty. It's good stuff. The cows are enjoying it. We've the overwhelming trailer there. Our JCB load all and our old Massey. The old Massey doesn't get much work over the winter months, as it is our contracting tractor. But she might get a bit more work. Maybe a neighbour, if they need a tractor, that's the tractor we'll give them. So we have our 6616 Massive Ericsson loader tractor. Just unloading the last of the timber we brought up. So as you can see, this shed was a cubicle shed. We just took the barriers down, and we're going to use it as we don't need as much space as we thought we did. So the timber's just been piled up there. Needs to be cleaned up, that pile, but we'll soon have it done. We also have Tom's trailer, so he's just after dropping this off and putting the side down, taking the straps off as well. He's headed back to his farm. He's said so we have an agreement with him so that we'll put all the timber in the shed, and then he can come up when he has time with a chainsaw and maybe a log splitter as well, and make a bit of firewood for himself. We've plenty of wood here, so we might even sell some of it to the sawmills at some stage, as there's so much of it. But he's going to make a bit of firing for himself here. He's no room at his sheds or over at his farm to store it, so that's what's happening with that. In the workshop, we're finishing off this trailer. This trailer we bought off Tom. He found it at the back of the fields. We made quick work of it. We did find the tailboard, and we found the front end as well. We're putting a new set of tyres on it because the old ones were very narrow. And it's a Marshall trailer. Yes, it is yellow. We just went ahead and painted it yellow. We've also bought a 3.5 ton wooden bodied tipping trailer, a vintage tipping trailer, same era as the 465 Nutfield, so just to go alongside it. It is another Marshall trailer. This one is painted, that one's painted red, and that'll be hopefully coming next week. We didn't bring her down this week because she had 2 flat tires. So yeah, we just went ahead and got new ones fitted to the rims. We still have to go back down to the farm and refit them, but hopefully we'll be bringing that trailer up next week with the Nutfield. On the other side of the farm, we have our 1474 County. She's also just on the buck rake. As you can see, she's pulling some of the bigger logs. She's brought 2 other ones. They were a bit too big for her to be lifting with the loader, so we're just bringing them up give the county a bit of work too. And yeah, it seems to be working okay. Slurry tanker here with the slurry ban. She won't be used for until next year, so she might be parked in another part of the yard, maybe out of the way for storage, but for now it's okay there. Here we have our dairy herd. They're happily away using silage. We have our Fleming muck spreader. We've been using that during the week, but when it rained too much, it's kind of not really that great to be spreading muck on ground that is way too wet, because all that happens is you're just polluting, because the nutrients be washed away into the rivers, and that's not good. That's to cause pollution. But we're hoping to use it a bit more. We've got as much box muck as we can out. We don't hold any box muck here on the farm a whole lot. Usually just we bring it out in the trailers and bring it out into the fields that we're going to spread it on. But yeah, it's a great piece of kit, the Fleming. She's just on the 5712. So yeah, over at the other farm, we just have our dumper trailer there. We've a set of Hereford purebred animals. We have our main bull, and we have a heifer there. Hoping to get a few more purebred calves. He's a good bull. He's a easy calver, and he's very good with the cows. He's very quiet too, so that's the main thing. We have a cow and calf in this separate section. They're doing very well. It's a Frisian calf. In the main machinery shed, nothing really has changed. We have the Marshall here. Marshall is now parked up for the winter. She was baling hay and silage and straw actually all summer, so she's getting a well-earned rest. We did give her servicing. We might give her a bit more work. We're going to put her back on the plough and give her a bit of work, but it's good having a few tractors anyway, so that if any of them break down, we do have another tractor spare. So we're just at our finishing, putting in all the timber. As you can see, we're just putting the last load of timber into the shed, and yeah, that's great to have that in. I'm just going to show you inside the shed here. I think I can show you. There's our beef herd. They're happy enough. Here we have the nut field. She's just on the scraper. She's mostly used just to keep the yard clean. She's used to so when the dairy herds are in this shed here, going for milking, she just comes in with the scraper, does a bit of scraping, keeps it clean, and yeah, she's a great tractor. It's a pity, it's a vintage tractor, so we don't really want to be. Yeah, we do take it easy when we're doing the scraping. It's many scraper tractors get battered, but try to keep this one in very good order. Also, we never really get to the point where tractor is too covered in muck. Whenever muck gets on the wheels and stuff, we always give her a bit of a power wash. We just park her here in front of the milking parlour. We've a power washer special to wash down the milking parlour. Just show you the milking parlour. So there's the milking parlour. It's a single side one, so, and yeah, there's where you feed the cows, get some concentrate when they do come in. There's a hole and pin outside, so they're held in there, and we can swing back this gate, and then you can scrape it out this side too. In under here, there's the bulk tank. As you can see, it's a big enough bulk tank, and we usually get the milk truck every few days, or every second day on the dot. Very reliable service, and hopefully we'll be milking throughout winter. And yeah, this wouldn't be too bad. Just gonna put them back up. There's the pin for the milk field. Shouldn't forget that. I'm just showing you the Marshall trailer. We're just after moving her out with the Leyland 4-wheel drive, or 482. So yeah, as you can see there, she's a hatch in the back. It does tip, as you can see, shows tip right back, tailboard opens as well. It's a lovely trailer, very strong. We did put strengthening bars all around, and they've been welded on by another friend of ours. It's great to have it much more stronger. But yeah, I know it is yellow. No Marshall trailer is yellow, but we just went ahead and do something different, as we had yellow paint, and we weren't gonna leave the yellow paint just to rot. We might as well, or, go off and waste money. We might as well use what we have. So yeah, it's nice enough. We painted the rims as well. The rims are painted silver. The chassis is painted black. There's not much more to be put on it, really. Just a set of LED lights, brake lights. Maybe mud flaps. Step needs to be put on, or the third foot has to be put on as well, and hydraulic hoses have to be put back on. But yeah, she's almost ready. I will have a video out next week on this and on the other trailer, so stay tuned for that. And so we're just going to be moving the trailer, the Tom's trailer, out of the way. I was going to bring it back to his farm, but he said to leave it here, as he's going to come back with a log splitter and a chainsaw tomorrow, and he can start chopping up the timber. And he's just going to load it here, so there's no point bringing it back. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. I know it's a bit later than usual. Apologies, but I hope you enjoyed yesterday's Halloween video. I got a great response from that, so I'm happy that you enjoyed it. So yeah, hopefully this week we will have the video on the Marshall. I hope you enjoyed this week's. We had a few more videos than usual. We had nearly like 4 or 5 videos, so yeah, I'm really bringing out the videos. But that was because of the midterm. So back to school next week. So yeah, back to school. So I might be going back to 3 videos a week, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, mind how you go. And thanks for watching. Alright, see you again soon. Bye for now.